It's Jaxie time! It's time to go and see Jaxie again. See what little Jaxie is up to. So, yep, this is part 3. I cannot get enough of this game. I love it so much. I love Jaxie so much. But let's get back into where we were up to. I forget exactly where. Oh yeah, Jaxie was drawing things of Mr. Kinger. Mr. Kinger sees the paper and quickly snatches it up. That's right. Oh yeah, I didn't. Do you have your homework? Wait, hold on. we were both making the drawing together. It's just all pretty much right. Yeah, my sketch. Not sure if that's a compliment or not. I start my own contribution when Mr. Kinger walks by my desk. Do you have your homework started? I try to cover up the sketches, but Mr. Kinger sees the paper and quickly snatches it up. This isn't the homework. He eyes it for a moment. Oh, well, Skylar. Oh, does he like it? You're a pretty good artist. Except your Ragatha could use some work. Huh? What? He likes it? Mr. Kinger continues taking up the homework and our sketches along with him. Crisis averted? Okay, I should have relieved look at Jaxie, who's covering himself, trying to hide an amused smirk. Before he can be questioned about it anymore, the lunch bell rings. Oh my gosh, I follow Jaxie out to the nearby stairwell. My cheeks actually hurt from smiling. Oh, because I was looking at Jaxie earlier. Oh, that was close. Thank God Mr. Kinger doesn't seem to have all his marbles. I chuckle. Yeah, our teacher has a few screws loose. It can screw me loose. Or tight. I don't mind. He traces a circle around his table as he bobs his head from side to side before continuing. Anyway, wait, hold on. I got lost again. Oh, yeah, I know what he's doing. Anyway, listen up, Skylar. I have a really good prank idea for today. I perk up. Jaxie reaches into his blazer pocket and pulls out a little red bottle. Oh, what? I managed to get my hands on the sentence butthole ghost pepper sauce. What? Even a few drops of this is supposed to make you taste nothing but fire for a week. Whoa, where did he get something like that? I reach for the vial instinctively. Jaxie pulls it back, holding it far above my head. It wasn't easy to get this, Skylar. He tucks it back into an interior pocket of his blazer. Besides, guess what today is? Wednesday? It's Mystery Meat Day at the cafeteria. Just a few drops of this little guy in the pot. Everyone's mouths will be on fire. I'm a vegetarian. Do I have a choice here? Come on. This should be good. He beckons me to follow, and I do so without question. We head for the cafeteria, but stop in our tracks. It looks like everyone's decided to work on their culture fair projects in the cafeteria today. A few tables have been cleared where Gangle and Zoo will work on a large paper mache sculpture. Why does it look like a deck? Probably sits at a nearby table, reading a few thick books from the library and taking notes. Probably still trying to figure out what a culture fair is. Agatha looks like she's putting together a stall from pieces of wooden nails. It looks like everyone is in there. Jaxie shakes his head, grinning even wider. This is perfect. I bet they're all going to eat here together, too. We just need to find a way to discreetly slip into the kitchen. Even as we cast a glance around in wide open view, all of our classmates are so engrossed in their own projects that they don't even notice us. I whistle subtly. We could probably just walk right in? Jaxie shrugs. Worth a shot. Jaxie and I walk up as casually as possible to the kitchen door. He opens it a crack before ushering me in. That was surprisingly easy. Whoa. Is that... I can barely get the words out. What? What is that? The mystery meat vat. Ew, what the heck? Terrible, isn't it? He says with a grin. And it comes out of a hose. That's disgusting. His face deadens into abject dread at the implications of that. Oh! I break the awkward silence that falls between us. That sure is a lot of meat. Why are we talking about meat? I like a different kind of meat. Jaxie shakes the dread off as he returns to his normal grin. Alright, help me find out how to get in there. Jaxie's gloved hands scrabble over the seated vat for any type of opening. What is this? I see they just sort of watching for a few minutes as Jaxie tries fails to find the opening he's looking for. Oh my god! What the? There's gotta be a valve or something. He grunts as he tries to pry the door on the side that has been welded shut. How do you open this thing? Maybe there's a pressure relief valve or some kind of button opens. I look around the tank underneath, finding some buttons and a lever. Hey, buttons! Jaxie pushes me aside, taxes the hidden panel. Let me see that. He stares at the panel for a few moments. Jaxie starts pushing random buttons. Are you sure that's a good idea? A metallic whirring sound begins as the tank control seem to come to life. The hose begins to croak and whip around as a thick brown sludgy stream of mystery meat comes flowing out. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Uh-oh. Turn it off! I scream, panicking as the sludge begins to flow towards us. Right. Tries another button. The hose begins to whip around like a snake in its final moments. Molten meat sludge spraying all over the room at higher volume than before. Please stop hitting random buttons. I tuck my head under my arms as I duck. We gotta get out of here. Jaxie and I rush for the door, dodging Jet's hot meat juice. What? Oh, we make our desperate escape. He burst out of the door like a bat out of hell. The hose has a mind of its own, the nozzle wedging between the door and the frame, oscillating up and down like it's a living creature. Vile mystery meat spews from its nozzle in a spiteful deluge of heated horror, coating guilty and innocent alike in terrible meaty sludge. Wait, oh my god, the sludge flies across Pomni and her books. A thick puddle begins to form on the once pristine table where Zubul and Gangle left their art. Thick jet of meat slams into the ladder Gangle was standing. What is this? The velocity and force behind the gout of meat knocks the ladder over, promptly sending the ribbon character to the ground. She lets out a little yelp, her comedy mouth shattering on impact with the ground. Ragatha is standing behind her stall, which proves to be poor cover, as a pressurized spray of meat knocks the stall over and pins her underneath it. Everyone is meat. Everything is meat. The entire interior of the cafeteria has been painted by the vile concoction brewing in that vat. Eventually, with a wheezing hiss, the last of the vat's contents are exhausted, now lying across everything in my field of vision. A terrible silence settles over the cafeteria in the wake of the chaos. Why does this scene seem like it goes on for so long? In the wake of the chaos, the entire place looking at the scene of some grotesque crime. A silence that is eventually broken by the appearance of Principal Kane, who floats above the bubbling sludge. Is he mad again? Whoa. Clean up on aisle U. He says as he surveys the scene. Mystery Meat Day is ruined. Mystery Meat Day? What mystery meat to better use? Not the entire culture fair. Products are completely covered in meat juice. Is that what we're calling it now? Oh no, that too. Who could be behind this targeted attack on our school festival? Who do you think? Zubul crosses their arms and glares at Jaxie and I. I'm sure me, Jaxie and me. Oh well, who cares about that? For our credit, we were also covered in meat. Listen, we can explain. This wasn't supposed to happen. Jaxie wails on me as everyone begins to glare. Yes, what were you thinking? Ruining everyone's culture for projects with meat. You're sick. What? I'm very disappointed in you, Skylar. I expected better? Principal Kane turns his back on me, shaking his head as he surveys the cafeteria again. Disciplinary action is the only way I can try to correct this little behavioral hiccup. Wait, before I continue, Principal Kane snaps his fingers and we're transported into his office. Oh no! Now wait here while I prepare your... what? Disciplinary action? I'm actually nervous. What? He disappears behind the desk for a moment before a massive red slug creature with yellow polka dot sides and ringing a massive red slug with yellow polka dot sides and ringing the bell on his desk. A bunch of small geometric shaped creatures with eyes and mouths bounce around outside the office. Gloink Queen, I'm here to enroll my Gloinks in classes, all 500 of them. Keen appears from behind the desk, his eyes wide. Whoa, enrolling 500 Gloinks into classes. That's gonna take a while. Well, we'll cancel all my meetings for the rest of the day. On it, boss. He looks a little down as he continues. And cancel my 3 p.m. massage therapy appointment. What's he gonna get massaged? He turns to face me. Wait here, Skylar. Kane motions to the giant slug creature. Follow me this way, your gloint noise. I'm gonna escape. I'm getting out of here. He leads the massive slug thing into a back office. Wait, but what about why would I even bring that up? It's to remind him that. I try to protest, but it's too late. The little geometric shapes bounce around the office now, knocking things down and making general chaos. I'm not getting blamed for that. I wait there. I'm realizing now that since Jaxie and I had pulled our prank, I hadn't really gotten to eat anything. My stomach growls. I think I'm auditioning, but Bubble hasn't stopped. Oh, Bubble's watching me, but Bubble hasn't stopped staring at me since I sat down. I'm nervous about what will happen if I try to leave. What other thoughts is he thinking? The time crawls by agonizing minute. I missed my first afternoon class, then my second. I start to question if the clock is working right or if time is really passing at this sluggish of a pace. As the clock ticks down, the last bell for the day rings. I missed everything. I've been sitting for hours. Gloinks continue to bounce off me and around me, sometimes sticking to my clothes, so I have to pluck them off. Hell can't be much worse than this. Alright, thanks for stopping by. We'll be seeing all your precious gloinks in class. I hope not my class. Bye now. It's night now. Finally, the gloinks all gather around their mother, who carries them out with her in a sort of organized mess. My brain feels weird after all. As Kane turns to me with a stern face, or as stern as a pair of eyes set into a set of toy teeth can look at least. Alright, Skylar, come into my office immediately. I step into Principal Kane's office and sit down. For your disciplinary action, I wait with bated breath. You'll get a written warning. Oh, that's it? And I'd like you to help your classmates fix up their projects due to story tomorrow. That's not even that bad. Sound good. I waited hours for that? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, off you go then. Why is he smoking a pipe? What? I walk out of the school finally after a long day of sitting in Kane's office. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I prepare to walk myself back to my dorm alone. My other classmates definitely don't want to see me right now. As I approach the exit of the school, I see a familiar lanky figure waiting at the entrance. Jaxie! I'm shocked. The purple rabbit is standing there. How long has he been waiting there? Was he waiting for me? He tilts his head and grins at me. Wow, it took you long enough. I guess it got pretty messy back there. It didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to. Wrong too, I think. Yeah. But it was still pretty funny though. You should have seen everyone's faces. It actually wasn't that funny. It wasn't funny, sorry. I need to put you in your place sometimes, okay? If we're gonna be together, we know. I can't just say everything you do is fine. I just, I have to call you out sometimes. Okay, I'm not just going to, I don't know how to even describe it. Oh, come on, don't be so lame. I'm not being lame, or boring, or whatever else you want to call me. We messed up everyone's culture for projects that they've been working on all week. The words come spilling out before I can stop them, but I can't honestly say I disagree with anything I'm saying. Yeah, I gotta be honest, or even that it doesn't deserve to be said. Jaxie rolls his eyes and crosses his arms to offer my heartfelt rebuke of our actions. Geez, I didn't think you cared about that stupid festival. He gives me a look of utter ridicule. Maybe I don't, but they clearly do. I curl into myself. Now they probably hate me. Tears flow as freely as my words. I spent hours in the office, missing lunch, missing my classes. And on top of it all, you just let me take the blame for it all. I could deal with everyone hating me, but I at least thought you would be there for me. Jaxie's grin curls into a frown of disgust, but I can't stop. I don't know if I care. You weren't there for me. There for you? His voice is venom, bearing down on me with cold, condescending anger. What do you think this is? You think I'm just gonna swoop in and save you every time you need it? He wipes his hands off his uniform as his expression returns to one of neutrality. You wanted to pull that prank just as much as me. He turns away from me before letting out a short, manic laugh. You weren't along with every little thing I told you to do until now. Now you want to care what everyone thinks of you? He turns away from me before leaning back down to my level, gazing into my eyes with manic anger. His own voice seems to pitch up as he gets in my face, his pupils dilating to small black squares. Nobody here has ever liked you. He sweeps an arm across his chest. I have to stumble back to avoid being pushed back. You spent every moment here tormenting them with me. He points to his face where a manic grin now matches his eyes and tones. Now you want to pretend you have a moral compass? He leans back and lets out a hollow laugh. That might be the only funny thing you did that I didn't tell you to do. What? What? Hold on. I sit there and hold on. Oh. That might be the only funny thing you did that I didn't tell you to do. I sit there in stunned silence. Even as I hold back more tears, I have to admit he's right too. I did spend the past 2 days with him pranking people. I thought we were having fun, but today we took it too far. I can't even stand to look at Jaxie. I turn away, half mumbling my words. I thought you were my friend. I think I was thinking more, but whatever. Jaxie's manic grin falls away from his face as his mouth narrows. His pupils go wide. Somehow this is even scarier than the manic rage I was facing moments ago. No, he says plainly. No? He can't mean that. I push him for a different response. I'm not your friend. My chest goes tight. Why would he say that? How could he say that after everything that's happened between us? Why is this bringing me such intense flashbacks? Oh my gosh. Like, what? I feel like I'm starting to relive stuff. Oh my god. This is just feeling so weird. What the actual heck? It feels like I'm talking to a different person. Oh, good lord, why all the references? Help me! Oh, no, I don't know, man. What is this? Different person. Wait, what? I can't go back. It feels like. Hold on. What was he saying? Deny his words. Um, I'm gonna deny his words. I know you don't mean that. Oh my god, listen, newbie, and listen closely. We aren't friends. He stretches out each word before returning to his signature smile, taking a few deep breaths. We were never friends. I was just having a little fun. Clearly, you got the wrong impression. Why would you say that? I'm on the verge of tears again. I thought we were getting close. Jaxie scoffs. Getting close? Are you that deluded, new kid? Then why would you wait for me before school? And text me at night? And sit by me in classes? It's my turn to be angry. Jaxie shrugs neutrally. You're reading too much into it. I can't even look at him as tears blur my vision. Our shoulders bump as I run past him. Everything about this moment hurts. Every emotion feels like a jagged edge. But it's like Jaxie says. I must be deluded. Deluded to think we were friends. I was alone this entire time, and when others reached out to me or offered me respite, I turned them away. I hear others whispering or casting worried looks my way as I get back to the dorm. Well, that's a little different from the reference scenario. I open my stupid plane door to my stupid plane room and throw myself on the bed. When I finish crying and begin regaining my senses, the first thing I notice is how hungry I am. I load up DoorDash to see that the only open restaurant is some fast food place called Spudsies. I load up their menu. Looks like all they have available is something called a stupid burger. What the hell is that? Sounds kind of weird. I guess I don't. Oh my god. Orders. I just don't want to make things worse, you know? I would say. I don't want to. I would rather go to bed hungry, to be quite honest, than just order a burger that makes me stupid, because I feel like I'm already doing things that are probably stupid, but I'm also doing things that are kind of smart, but I'm also being stupid at the same. I'm just gonna go to bed hungry. I feel that's just the best thing to do. As I drift off into sleep, my tiredness overriding my rumbling stomach, my thoughts drift to my school, and that is when things get weird. Am I having a dream? I wake up in my dream, kneeling in a throne room. A red carpet stretches out in front of me. I am kneeling, wearing heavy, thoroughly polished armor. A heavy, long sword rests in my left hand. In front of me, Mr. Kinger in a thick robe, holding a golden scepter. Ah, Sir Schuyler. Sir, what? Sir, what? Mr. Kinger, what is this? This is me sending my most capable knight to rescue the dashing Prince Jaxie. What? Is this because I didn't turn in my homework? Kinger gives me a deadpan look. No, this isn't because you didn't turn in your homework. Though you definitely should have. Wait a second, what kind of a knight has homework? Dashing Prince Jaxie has been kidnapped by the vile... Why did I read vile as wife? What the actual heck? Sorceress Ragaba. The wicked doll of the West. Imprisoned in a castle guarded by the Gangle Agon. Across a bridge guarded by the fierce bridge troll Zublin. I'm going to need you to run that by me again. I shake my head. This can't be real. Oh, it's quite simple. You see, the dashing Prince Jaxie has been kidnapped by the vile sorceress Pomni, I think we're good, Kinger. Next to me, my capable Squire Pomni stands. Wait, my capable what? Pomni's my what? She wears a a tabard matching the colors on my shield and is carrying an assortment of different weapons. I'll help Skylar rescue the prince. I guess she will, but what was that business about Ragatha being a wicked doll and Zool being a bridge troll? And whatever the hell a gangalagon is, you pronounce the agon part like you would pronounce the word dragon. What? I feel like there's gonna be some horrifying creatures. I have precious few moments to ponder this as Pomni leads me on a stone road out of the castle we were in. We quickly come to a bridge. Zubul stands there, one of their arms replaced with a clumsy club. I am the troll Zubul, and you cannot cross the bridge unless you pay the fee or answer me my riddles 3. Even here, Zubul doesn't sound enthusiastic to be part of the adventure. Pomni, how are we looking on funds? Pomni drops all my weapons on the ground. They fall with a terrible clatter. My pike clips into my mace, which sends them both flying in opposite directions, like a poorly coded Bethesda game. What the heck is that? She finally pulls out a coin purse, upsending and shaking it. A few paltry grains of sand come out, but little else. She laughs, trying to lighten the mood. The riddles it is. Okay, what's brown and sticky? A stick? Okay, good, that's the first one. What's red and bad for your teeth? There are any number of answers, but I remember this one. A brick. What? Great, you're 2 for 2. Finally, what I was gonna say. I don't know what I was gonna say. Great, you're 2 for 2. Finally, what's purple and annoying and nobody likes them? I definitely know this one, Jaxie, but I mean, I kinda... Zubul stopped listening, stepping to the side and sitting down with a sigh. Oh darn, you solved my riddles. Go across the bridge now. That's it? They give me a dangerous glare that tells me not to second guess this. Zubul, could you try being a little more... Nope. Across the bridge we go. In the distance, I see a tall tower. Coiled around the tower is a massive length of ribbon, with a white porcelain mask at the end. Oh, shoot! Ra or something. I don't know what dragons say. Even in this mighty form, she sounds like she's on the edge of tears. We're here to slay the Gangalagon. I'm guessing that's you? Gangle nods sadly. Yeah, I'm supposed to be guarding this tower. I turn to Pomni and pick out my biggest sword. It's a nasty piece made of some sort of black metal. The edges smolder like dying embers, and spikes menace the entire length of the thing. It looks a lot more like something a villain would use in a hero, but I begin to wave it in Gangle's direction. Eep! Her demeanor shifts from reluctance to outright fear as she spots my blade. You know, I changed my mind. You can just go into the tower. Seriously? Yeah, please just don't hurt me. Some sort of dragon. She coils her body above her mask to shield it. I shrug. If being a knight is this easy, then I have my work cut out for me. Okay, as we enter the tower, the sound of a bubbling cauldron and cries from Jaxie emanate from the top. Come on, Pomni, we have to get up there and save Jaxie. Pomni nods as we sprint up. I make my way up pretty easily. The armor is almost weightless on me. Pomni stumbles under the awkward burden of her armful of weapons. Various expensive swords, maces, spears, and axes tumble out of her arms and clank noisily against the stairs. When we reach the top, we see Ragatha in a black dress standing in front of a cauldron. Above it, Jaxie dangles, suspended by chains, wearing a puffy white shirt and brown pants. Get me down from here. I'm trying. She pulls a lever. What? I'm trying. The chain's holding Jaxie lower for a few more inches towards the cauldron. You are useless. Hey, I'm at least trying to help you. You threw me a deep fryer, and you still haven't apologized for that. As they argue, I rack my brain. Near the cauldron is a bucket of water. What did King call her? Ragada Ragu Pasta Ragamuffin? Wait, he called her Ragaba, the wicked doll of the West. I may not know my mythology, but I know the Wizard of Oz. I already picked up on that, though. The wicked witch of the West was allergic to water. I can't believe you're holding that against me. Ugh, I'm not. I'm trying to help you. I'm just saying you could apologize for... I take up the bucket and splash it across Ragatha's face. She's momentarily stunned and then turns to look at me. Father, that's really rude of you. Why would you just throw water on someone like that? I gulp. That wasn't there to melt her? Plus, that was the bucket I was going to bail water out of the cauldron in case I couldn't free Jaxie in time. She says that the chain slips and Jaxie grows even closer to the boiling cauldron. Die, witch. I shove Ragatha out of a nearby window. What, was she good? What? Hey, no. She plummets to the ground like a lead weight. Pull out my messed up, evil-looking sword. Jaxie, swing back and forth so you're not directly above the cauldron. What? Scarlet, what are you talking about? Just, wiggle your body so it starts swinging. Why would I do that? The chain slips again, his ears almost touching the surface of the cauldron's boiling contents. Okay, I'll do it. He picks up momentum fast, swinging like a pendulum. As he swings past the cauldron, I swing my sword. It cuts the chain like a pair of scissors, sliding through paper. Jaxie lands with a thud. I wasn't told what to do on this adventure, but there's no way you were supposed to do that. Come on, Pomni, pick him up. Let's take him back to King Kinger. King, what? Pomni, you do not have my permission to pick me up. I can. Pomni shrugs, dropping the last of my weapons as she hoists Jaxie off the ground. Chains around his body are still intact, so we transport the struggling and cursing Jaxie back to Kinger's castle. Hey, stop. I do not consent to this rescue. We can take you back to the cauldron if you miss it so much. He goes quiet for a few seconds. You wouldn't dare. Pomni, turn around. We're going back to... Fine, I consent to this rescue. Hurry up, I'm sure Kinger won't want to see his prince tied up like this. Make our way back. Of my prince? We make our way back, the lack of obstacles speeding our path. As we finally reach Kinger's castle, we set Jaxie down. The chains disappear immediately. Jaxie brushes himself off. Not the most dignified rescue, but I guess it beats being rabbit stew. Kinger emerges as we step into the audience chamber. Scholar, congratulations on rescuing the prince. Time for your reward. Reward? A kiss from the crown prince! Oh, what? Oh, if they put us together. Yep, the only way this adventure can end is with true love's kiss. Like all good fairy tales, but this is just a dream. My true love, Jaxie. Jaxie looks at me disdainfully. Don't oversell yourself. I don't want to do this either. I do. Except a part of me does. Just to, you know, see what it feels like. As Jaxie loudly complains and tells Kinger to come up with a different ending, I can't stop thinking about it. I accept. You do? They do? Oh, are you actually gonna... I mean, come on, Jaxie. Doesn't seem like anyone here is enjoying the adventure. Maybe if we... I trail off looking into his eyes. I mean, if it's the only way. He rubs his hand across his neck, looking away. I'm always blushing, I guess, better than kissing anyone else here. Oh, my lips tremble as I close my eyes. Jaxie leans forward. And... Oh, I thought I was gonna wake up! Beep, 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 beep. I had a feeling. I was like, oh, this is like, no. I hate that. Day 3. Oh, no. Complete. Oh, complete. No. Wow, this is a very intense game. I wake up, my stomach growling fiercely, my alarm blaring in my ear. I have to pick up breakfast on the way to school. I feel like I had a weird dream, but I can only remember a few fuzzy details. I think Jaxie was in it. Oh yeah, Jaxie. I remember the argument we had yesterday. Makes my stomach knot up. I guess I'll be walking to school alone. I grab my things ready to head out for the day, but when I open the door, I'm surprised to see... Should we stop here? And see what happens next? I think it's gonna be Jaxie. Or should we continue a little bit more? I want to see. I want to see. Jaxie? No, a bag of food at my doorstep. Oh, shoot. I didn't order anything last night. I got the bag and inspect its contents. Who left this for me? Maybe I'm not so alone here after all. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. Okay, I think it's just a good place to stop for some reason. What an intense thing. Let me just save this. Yeah, that was very, wow, how do I put this? It was very memory opening. It was very... Sheesh, I can't even think of the right word. Flashbacky. Interesting reminders. Interesting references. Some of it. I don't really know what to say. That was probably the most emotional one I've done of this, thing. Wow, I really don't even know what to say. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next part, but yeah, wow, really. Sheesh. Okay, bye, I guess for now. See you next time.